Hey guys, I'm actually nervous to film for once. That is a very, very strange feeling. Hi, it's been a while. Today's video is going to be a TMI Tuesday because God knows I have a lot of catching up to do with you guys. And to be honest, I've thought about this for probably the past week. I really didn't know where to start. I mean, I haven't been filming for pretty much 2 months now. I mean, yeah, the last actual video that I probably filmed, other than that pillow talk that I filmed at my parents' house, the last video that I filmed would have been filmed at the beginning of July. And that is the longest time I have ever taken a break from YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for almost 4 years now, and that's the first time that I've genuinely stepped away. And let me just start by saying thank you guys so much for being supportive of that, because yeah, it's been a hard couple of months for me, and there's a lot of stuff that I have shared with you and a lot of stuff that I haven't shared with you. And I mean, I'm always going to keep, I was going to say obviously and always, obviously, I'm obviously going to keep it that way because I need to have some privacy with my life, and I share so much of my life online that I do need to have a little bit of that still left for me. But I do kind of want to explain where my head's been at and what's been going on and what the hell my little quarter 20s crisis has been, because I feel like there comes a point in time in your 20s where probably most girls go through this. It's just most of you don't go through it publicly. So yeah, let's start. Hopefully I don't get like all emotional. Whew. And breathe. Okay. When I started my YouTube channel, I was 19, and I had always thought that it was going to be just a hobby. I mean, there is millions of other girls that do what I do online. I'd never in a million years thought that I'd be doing what I do today as a job. And I don't know how to really explain it to someone because it's such a crazy idea that something that is your hobby, it turns into your job. It's very overwhelming and fantastic and humbling and one of the absolute best feelings in the entire world. But along with that, there comes so many more expectations, and especially in front of a public eye, there becomes just so many more things attached to that. And it's really hard to articulate how that makes you feel as an individual, because you're trying to learn, you're trying to grow as a young woman, and you're doing that all online, and you have such a pressure to keep putting more and more out there and create more content, answer more people, answer more emails, expand, grow, change, learn. And that is so amazing, and it's great to have that driving force, but sometimes it gets to be too much. And I feel like I'd always said that I'd do YouTube until it stopped becoming fun, and one day I woke up and realized, holy shit, like I'm not really having very much fun. Not to say that I don't love making videos or doing makeup or doing looks or things like that, but having the demand, the social pressure demand of always putting yourself out there and always being worried about the edited version of your life, it gets so exhausting. And I know I'm not the only YouTuber to feel this way. I mean, I've had this chat with a couple other girls that have bigger channels or that live this kind of life. Not to say that we are not the luckiest sons of bitches in the entire universe. Like, don't get me wrong, I am so thankful for where I am and what I do. But sometimes you just feel like you're stretched so thin that there's nothing left for you. Ever since moving to Australia, I felt like I had 2 completely separate lives. Living in Australia with my boyfriend and my puppy and my house and my Australian friends, and then I'd go back to Canada and I would have this whole different Canadian life, and I'd be with my parents and my family and my friends and all that, and it's kind of kept very separate for the most part. And then as my YouTube channel grew, it kind of felt like all of a sudden this third life got thrown into the mix, the Karissa Pukas online life. And not to say that this isn't me, this is very much me, but I think a lot of you tend to forget that this is the edited version of my existence. And I put that on my Instagram, and a lot of you actually said that you really liked it because it really resonated with me, because it's true. Every single thing that I'm putting, that you are seeing, that is something that I have edited or polished or this or that or this or that. And I don't know, it's just such a strange sensation to have 3 very distinctly separate beings, you know? And even though you're the same person in all of them, you just have different things going on. Like, there's different things in my life that I don't choose to share with you guys, and there's different things in my life that I do in Canada, there's different things in my life that I do in Australia, and I just felt like everything was completely pulling apart. God damn, the amount of times I've had to stop this video to like tear up, have a second, relax, and then start going again. Oh my god. Please excuse me. I'm not sad. I'm on my period. I'm hormonal. I'm trying to get through this. Let's do this. So basically what I was saying is it just feels like you're so completely pulled apart from every single aspect of your life, and every single part of your life, or part of my life, has all of these obligations and all of these things that I have to do, and it just got to be too much. And it wasn't one of those things where all of a sudden, wham, it was too much. I think it just gradually, very slowly happened until, like I said, I just one day woke up and went, oh my god, I feel like I can't handle anything. Hence why I decided to take a step back from my online world, because as much as I love you and as much as I love doing this, it just got to be to the point where it was like, oh my god, there are so many things on my to-do list. I'm so overwhelmed and so distressed with everything, I have to cut something out. And that is what I needed to cut out in order to keep sane. Just for a bit, just to collect my thoughts and take a breather and actually live in the moment instead of filming the moment. And my head was in such a terrible space that I did not want to share that with you at all. I want my videos to be somewhere where you watch them and you get excited to watch them and you want to go out into your community and go and be better people. When you do what I do, it is so easy to be yourself, but still put on this mask of everything is good and everything's okay and it's always positive and it's always happy, when in reality, it's not always that way. It's life. There's ups and there's downs, there's good days, that's a nice word. There's good days and there's bad days, and it is so much easier to hide that when you aren't physically here in my life, because like I said, if I start crying, I'm gonna cut the camera and you don't see that. You don't see what's behind that. And I feel more so than many other people, I've still shared a lot of my personal side to me with you guys, which I don't regret even for a second. You say that I am a really positive person and I'm outgoing and I'm always happy and this and that, and I am a very positive person for the most part, and I really do try and have that, but I feel like a lot of people put me on a pedestal that I am some perfect poster girl for positivity, and some days that's just not true. And it just kind of kept happening where everyone kept going, oh, you're already positive, why do you have to think like you're not positive? I stopped just working on myself because I already thought that I had it down pat, and it snuck up very slowly, but it still snuck up and caught up to me that, holy shit, I'm not looking at things positively anymore. I'm not looking at things in a happy way. And it almost felt like I was letting you guys down, I wasn't this person, but I kept having to remind myself that I am that person, I am that positive, happy person, but it doesn't happen overnight. It's something that you work at, it's something that you actively have to think about. And for so long, I felt like I kind of just pushed that aside and thought, okay, I'll just power through it, it's gonna be fine. Like, everyone expects me to be happy and expects me to be positive. And instead of actually taking a step back when I should have to work on myself, it kind of ended in a big fiery crash. I decided to take a step back from YouTube so that I could figure out, okay, well, what do I want? What do I want from life? What do I want to change? What am I excited about? What am I not excited about? How do I want to approach things again? Because I feel like mentally, every so often, you do need to check in with yourself and you do need to be true to what you're feeling, and I wasn't. This summer was such a life-changing summer for me in so many different ways. Spiritually and mentally, I have had the time to grow, and that was because I wasn't putting everything out there. And I would like to continue growing, but I would like to slowly, obviously, reintroduce doing videos because it does make me happy. But I want to do videos because I'm excited again, because I want to share something with you guys, or I want to talk about a topic that's important to me, not because I feel obligated or I feel like, oh my god, everyone's going to be so pissed off if I don't put a video up. I don't want to approach it like that ever again, because it doesn't work. It does not work like that. I get uninspired, I get unhappy, and I get very, very not myself, and I don't ever want to be that again. So with all of that long ranted rambling aside, I am so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to be back. I am ticking off things on my to-do list very slowly but surely. I don't know, just little tiny things that have been piling up and weighing me down and making me feel like I'm drowning. I'm slowly picking away at now, because I feel like I'm now in a place where mentally I can handle it. And I don't know, I keep thinking that so many people will judge you, or so many people will think, oh, well, you should be able to handle that. So-and-so does videos and has a business and does this and does that. We are all individuals. We all have different struggles. We all have different things going on in our lives, and we cannot judge each other for that. There's so much more going on behind the scenes. Who are you to judge or be that person saying, oh, you should be able to handle that? So luckily, I feel like the majority of you guys have never ever made me feel that way, but I don't know, I started feeling that way in my own head of, why can't I keep up with that? Why can't I do this? Or I should be able to do this. And in reality, I can't compare to anybody else. I really can't. So yeah, with all of that ranting said, I've probably wrapped this up like 4 times, so we'll see what this ends up being in an edit. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and I wanted to be honest, and I wanted to be straightforward with you guys, and I'm not looking for sympathy, I'm not looking for anything. I want you guys to know that everybody has to work on themselves, and everybody needs to take time just for them, and sometimes stepping back from social media and stepping back from your edited version of your life is the most refreshing and the most rewarding thing that you can possibly do. I'm so thankful to have you. I'm so thankful for my life. I'm so thankful for everything in it, and you guys are such a huge part of that. And to have your support over the last 2 months while I was going through a really, really difficult transition period meant the world. Your Instagram comments, your Facebook comments, I was so appreciative of the love and kindness that you showed me, and I don't even know what else to say. I'm just so, so grateful for all of you for that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't really know what else. Oh yeah, I have also got a quick tip Tuesday for you guys today because I haven't put out a video in ages, and I thought may as well put out 2 videos on Tuesday. And technically today isn't Tuesday in Australia, but we're all gonna pretend that it is because I thought TMI Tuesday and Quick Tip Tuesday just would work, and it's still Tuesday in North America, so hopefully that's not gonna be a problem. Before I leave, I almost completely forgot. A lot of you have been asking how I've been doing health-wise. Quick recap for those of you that didn't know, I have severely damaged the intercostal muscles of my ribs, and I have been in excruciating pain for the past almost 3 weeks now, and it has been the worst experience ever. And now that has started to affect my upper back and my neck. So I have already been to the doctor a few times and the chiropractor a few times. I have another appointment later today. I'll keep you guys updated, but holy shit, is it terrible to have chronic pain, I guess that you'd label it as. There's nothing worse than being in pain from the moment that you wake up to the moment that you fall asleep. So yeah, that's been going on, and you guys know how much I freaking hate taking any type of like Nurofen or drugs in that way. I don't like that shit going into my body, so it's been really, really tough with all of that going on, and I haven't been able to exercise or do any of those things that I enjoy doing, so I feel like that on top of everything else made my energy levels and my endorphin levels just like, ooh. So yeah, but I will keep you guys updated on that front as I know more and as we go. But yeah, okay, clip back into whatever part I'm gonna edit this in. But I love you guys, thank you again, and I will see you in my next video.